and we call it Bella Notte. On this lovely Bella Notte, so take the love of your loved one. You'll need it about this time to keep from falling like a star when you make that dizzy climb. For this is the night, and the heavens are right on this lovely Bella Notte. On this lovely Bella Notte.
Beautiful, Billy.
Oh, boy.
You can hear the accent, too, so.
Oh, Bill speaks some Italian.
Oh, okay. That's why, then.
Yes. We've traveled to Italy quite a few times, and it's our favorite place to be.
It's such a beautiful song. I listened to a few different Italian singers, and that one just caught my eye. And Bill, you did it beautifully. Beautiful.
Thank you. Doug and Julie went to Italy on their honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Bill and Susan went to Italy on their honeymoon.
So it's quite appropriate.
And we keep going back to Italy even though it isn't our honeymoon.
What's your favorite place in Italy?
Oh, golly. If I only had a few days left to live, I'd want to be in Venice.
Really?
Really.
We've been in Venice several times, and every time it's thrilling. We've been to Rome several times, and every time it's thrilling. I worked in Rome. I worked on a picture called The Cardinal, and I did some shooting there about a week long. And all I saw was traffic and Vespas and a lot of people, and I thought, oh, Rome is just a big city. Who wants to go there?
But then,
how wrong I was.
When we were married, it looked better.
when Susie and I got married, we decided we were going to go to Italy for our honeymoon, and we started to study up on Rome and other cities there. But Rome is so loaded with the beauty and art and history and love of life, and it's just an incredible place. Rome is just... It's so loaded, you can't ever see all of it. It's wonderful. It's not just a big city at all.
Right.
Well,
I know I've always wanted to go there, but unfortunately I haven't had... Well, I did have one chance one time many years ago. My husband's company used to take the big wigs, on trips and stuff like that.
Right.
They offered us a trip to Italy, 7 days paid in full.
Oh, great.
We had to turn it down because we had 3 babies at home and no babysitters.
So you've been practicing Italian standards all along.
Yeah, that's about it.
So you stayed home with the family, which was a very Italian thing to do.
Right.
But one day you'll go there and you'll see.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
Yes. There's one singer that I absolutely adore and love, and he's from there, and shows pictures all the time when he visits and talks about Italy when we go see him in concert, and it just, you fall in love with it without even being there.
Sure.
And it's true. And I've never had a bad meal there.
Nope.
The food is wonderful. The people are wonderful. It's just every time it knocks me out.
Now, is their pasta different than American pasta?
Well, somehow it's better.
It's better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's better. Their ice cream is better. Their tomato sauce is always the best you ever had. And then you have it at another meal, and it's better than it was before.
Wow.
The vegetables taste good. The eggs have orange yolks. it's a different standard of food, and it's made with love.
Right.
And people don't
people
don't sit down at a meal and say, "Oh, this is terrible. I'm eating the chocolate. Oh my God, I'm going to have another piece of butter on the bread. Oh, a shame on me. Oh gosh. Oh, this is terrible. I shouldn't be eating this," and therefore ruining the entire experience by talking about it that way, in a negative way. The Italians just sit there and eat it and enjoy it and don't complain.
And instead of having a 35-minute lunch, they'll have a 3-hour lunch and talk and enjoy and just be with each other. You know, it's a totally different concept of life.
Well, I've got to say, I have Italian blood running through my veins, so I've always wanted to go, and I love Italian food, so I definitely need the.
And Italian men?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is that Pam who said that?
No,
Pam from Chicago?
Yes.
Okay, well.
Sabina's the one with the Italian blood.
Oh, Sabina's the one with the Italian blood. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you put it on your list as well, Sabina, because it's worth it. It's just I've only been to London before. I've been to England.
Well, London is easy because you speak the language, and it's a great town. Italy will be a bigger cultural experience for you. A wonderful change.
We went the last time we were there. We went to see the Sistine Chapel again, and we just stood like for an hour looking up. It's just.
Yeah, we spent a whole day in the Vatican Museum.
The beauty in the Vatican museums is just unbelievable. In Rome, there's a small museum called the Borghese. It's probably the best museum in the world. You can go through it in an hour or two, and it has such beauty in there. It's just unbelievable. It's so good.
And the history behind all of that, too, means a lot and keeps you going and wanting to see more.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly right. Well, do you want to talk any more about days? Do you want to talk? We've obviously all done our commercial for going to Italy.
Yeah, right.
I wish somebody would send us after all these nice things we've said about it.
Yeah. Any listeners out there that are travel agents that want to send us?
Right. The four of us would be glad to go.
Four very worthwhile people.
Right.
Yeah, and then you guys could be the tour guides because you are definitely
very
well versed.
It's a deal. It's a deal.
They probably have more energy than us, Sabina, that we would clunk out real quick.
Yeah, really. I just got to say, you are an amazing, amazing couple. I've always wanted to know how you guys have been able to keep your marriage so wonderful and for this many years, especially working together so much as well.
Well, I would say one of the key ingredients is courtesy and respect, remembering to show it, and never hesitating to say, I love you, ever, many times a day. No, that's no problem for me. And I try to ask Billy if there's something I can do for him every day, if there's some errand or what can I do for you? Because he has given me stability and joy and warmth throughout, and I want to show it. I want to show warmth back to him. I want to be the woman that doesn't resist a kiss, but the woman who leans forward to get the kiss. That's always hoping for a kiss.
Well, there's one ingredient that started us off right. As I mentioned before, when Susan and I met, I was freshly divorced. I was married before to the mother of my children. It was when we divorced, it was a grave disappointment to me. It was aching. It was pain. It was difficult. Susan said that she had been going with this fellow for 6 years. That's a long time, a big chunk of your life, to devote to somebody, and yet she was unsatisfied and disappointed in the fact that it did not progress. Both of us were in a state to move forward in a positive way, and I think we've never forgotten that. I don't think we've forgotten what it feels like to be unhappy. Yeah. And consequently, we're anxious to make each other happy. Really anxious to. Yeah. And Bill's first wife was not interested in having custody of her children. She moved on to another life completely. And I don't think she ever enjoyed show business very much. She just didn't want Bill, and I can't imagine.
Right.
Well, how she got to that place, but lucky for me, she did, and she's happy now, and we're very happy now. And I treasure every day. I am aware every day of what I have, and the love and the enjoyment that we share. I treasure that every day. I mean, I give gratitude and thanks every day of my life for what I have. Indeed, he does. I was raised by a single parent, and my mother would have preferred to have stayed married to my father. My father left. I was a child of World War II, and he got as soon as Susan was. Started in the womb, conceived. Her father went overseas and stayed there for 3 years, so he didn't. His war went on for three years straight, and he came home and didn't want to be married to anybody, which was not something that would be examined as being a psychiatric disability. Right. It was just the war had changed him. But when I saw my mother lamenting her lost love all my life, I thought the most important thing in the world would be a happy marriage. The best thing in the world would be a happy marriage. And let me tell you, it is. It is. Yeah.
You are very blessed. And
I am blessed, and you got to work to make it happen.
And what Susan said about courtesy, I think, is very important. Yeah. We are often with other couples, and many of them are discourteous to each other. I don't know, that's a part of their thing, and maybe they enjoy it that way. Maybe they think it's funny and charming and challenging. But I don't, and I appreciate the courtesy as a part of it. I think that's a very important thing. It's like belief in somebody. It's a very important to me. Well, the most important thing is to make a good choice in the first place. But now that Bill Hayes is taken, I don't know, girls, what's left for you.
I know. I'm still trying to find mine.
Well, never give up. Never give up.
Well, it's hard not to, because I thought I found him, and I am actually now divorced, so it's been difficult. But you two are very, very fantastic, and I'm hoping that one day I have what you have for sure.
Well, I hope so too. It is possible.
It can be done, and it can be found a second time. I'm sure I know Bill loved his first wife, and they had many happy years at first. And he couldn't have imagined that he would ever be married to somebody else. Right. But it does happen in America all the time, and ours is just working out real well. Happy Valentine's!
Yeah.
That is amazing. And I got to say, you both are amazing. I actually got to meet you in Duluth, Georgia in 2011 in August.
Oh, at the book signing.
Yeah, at the book signing. It was amazing. I really enjoyed meeting you.
That was fun. That was crazy. We went to that city hall And the law said you can't have more than 100 people in this city hall at any time. So that's why
that was the reason it was so
in the
congested.
heat of the sunshine, all those people had to stand out in a long, long line out in the sunshine. They could not come in, and it was
the fire marshal wouldn't let people in, and it was.